everyone and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. Hello, my name is Ameena. Hello. And I do makeup videos and things like that. It's the intro that I'm working on. But yeah, welcome to today's video, and I am going to be doing a full face of makeup of my current favourite high street makeup. So I did do like a poll on my Instagram asking if people wanted to see me do my favourite high street makeup at the moment, or P. Louise. And it was 50-50 and it really annoyed me, but you know, I was like, it's fine, I'm just gonna do my high street makeup because I'm going out later and I don't want to do like really rubbish makeup when it comes to like the P. Louise stuff. And I thought this is a safe bet if I do my favourite high street stuff. So let's get on with it. So I'm gonna start off with my primer. I did use my face milk, which is my strawberry and papaya. That went really close. My strawberry and papaya one. Technically, I mean, this is high street because it's affordable prices, but you can't get Colourpop like in a shop in the UK and things like that. There is a couple of things on here that are not like you can buy in the high street, but they're high street prices that you can get online. So okay, let's get on with the first thing, and it's the Bright Maker Primer by NYX Cosmetics, and this is really nice, really moisturizing on my skin, really softening, and the papaya smell is really good. I've always said, like, you know, scented products are very hit and miss for me. I have to be very careful, especially like fragrance free. This is not fragrance free. It's my own fault because I'm not really supposed to use it with my rosacea, so that's my own fault. But I do really like the way that this feels on my skin, and it is brightening. Like, there's a small kind of tint of shimmer in there that you can probably see. It's probably making me look oily, to be honest, but I am quite I have like very combination skin basically, but this does give me a crazy glow, but you know, it feels really moisturizing on my skin, and my skin has been quite dry over the past few days. I am drinking a lot of water and the weather is changing, so I think that might be one of the reasons. So let's go on to foundation, and I'm going in with another NYX product, and it's the Can't Stop Won't Stop. This foundation I had wanted to try for so long. I finally get to try it and it is amazing. It is normally, I think it might be like 15-16 pounds in Boots and Superdrug. But yeah, it's a really nice foundation. It's just like, yeah, a nice coverage. I think it's a very buildable coverage. I don't think it's like full on like full coverage, or is it supposed to be? It's supposed to be it's supposed to be full coverage. But you know what? It takes a few layers to become like full coverage, and I know that can be frustrating for some people, but if you don't immediately want full coverage, then this is a good one to start building up. I got the shade Vanilla because I am a big fan of the I think it's like High Glass or something foundation, and that was in the shade Vanilla, and it is, I feel, quite a good match for me. I do tend to powder everything down a lot with like a translucent powder, so the colour doesn't really like lose its kind of shade or tone. Yeah, this is just a really nice product. My hair is going everywhere. I'm going to just get my mirror, which is what I should really be doing, looking in the mirror. But yeah, this foundation is just super comfortable on my skin. It is it feels very lightweight, so it doesn't feel like I have a heavy foundation on. And yeah, it's gonna last me for a while because I never use like too much at the same time. So yeah, we're gonna cover things up more with a concealer because I didn't want to build too much onto the foundation. But again, it's a very nice foundation. So this sponge I got from Primark is a very dense and strong sponge. Sometimes dense sponges are not that amazing for when you want to put on a foundation, but it does give it a nice bounce. So the concealer that I'm talking about is the Lasting Perfection by Collection. This is amazing. I mean, I've seen a few people talk about it, but it is a fantastic concealer. It is really full coverage. You can use it as an eye primer as well, and you can also again get it in Superdrug, I don't know, yeah, Boots as well, and obviously the Collection website. I'm going to put some on my lid, and I'm just going to pat it all down and I have been getting some spots recently. I don't know if it's just the excitement of not having to work until Monday, but I just, yeah, just been going out and enjoying my days, because the past few days I've been going to see friends and just been chilling and just doing a bit more exercise. To be honest, I've been walking a lot over the past few days, which is something I didn't do at all during lockdown because I couldn't go anywhere, and when I was working at home I couldn't really go obviously out during work times, and after work I was too tired, so that's my excuses. So I'm gonna add a bit more just onto some of my redness and underneath my eyes. I don't really have many bags today, I think that's the first. So right, let's get on with some powder, because the powder is, well, I have like one cream product that I'm going to use, which is a bronzer, but I'm just going to set some down with the Poundland pressed powder. This is so good, guys. I mean, it's £1 and it is a translucent shade. It looks like it has a kind of color to it, but when you put everything down it doesn't give you any shade, to be honest, if that's the word. So I'm just going to pat this down. When it comes to the cream product I'm going to use next, you can quite use it over a powder, but this is honestly really softening on my skin and it feels so nice. When I did my review for like Poundland makeup, because this is called Makeup Gallery, I was pleasantly surprised as to how nice the product actually was, because you know when you think like, oh, Poundland, it's going to be rubbish, they have some really decent makeup, so I really recommend this. And then when it comes to the bronzer, I'm going to be using my Putty Bronzer by ELF. And again, I'm not sure what shade this is because they never write it down. But essentially I chose like the lightest shade because I don't bronze that much and I don't go too heavy because I'm too scared to use these type of cream products. But I'm learning, I'm slowly learning. So I'm going to start off the top of my head, at the top of my head, of course, where else, and then I'll work my way onto my cheeks. So yeah, I believe this is like £6. So their putty blushes are fantastic, and of course so are their primers. I speak about them a lot because they are just really nice products, to be honest. ELF is a brand that I've grown to love a lot this year, especially when it comes to their eyeshadow quads. They are just fantastic products. Really happy that like you can get them really easy now, like in the UK, because obviously it was only for like 2 years ago that they came to the UK, whereas before that they were obviously just a US brand. So that would just be in the US. So right, I think that might be enough. I don't want to add too much. But again, this is really nice. It does come in a few shades, so I wouldn't say that there's a big shade selection when it comes to these, but maybe in the future they might bring out more. But I just always go for something quite subtle because sometimes my my foundation can be too light because I still am bad at matching myself. So let's go on to blush, and this is, I don't know if you can get this in stores, but it's basically Be Perfect. They only have a few stores in the UK, but they don't have any in London, which is really annoying because obviously London is a very popular city. But again, you can still buy it on their website. It's not the end of the world, and you can pick them up on Beauty Bay as well. So this is the Scorched Helios blush, and I have used this a few times on my channel and I really like it. It's so nice. It's only like £12, so it is within that price range. There are a lot more high street kind of makeup that is a bit more expensive when it comes to blushes, but I just love the way that this gives me a glow. I didn't even touch it that much and it's just gone everywhere on my face. You have to be so careful with this shade, but I really like it. It gives me, yeah, a really nice glow. It gives me that red that I want when it comes to a blush, because I like to put on a lot of blush, so I'm going to powder it down slightly because I think I might have gone just a little bit over, but you know, what's blush between friends. So that's fine, yeah. So yeah, this is super pigmented. I really want to try their highlighters. I've got like one of the highlighters in my wish list on Beauty Bay, so maybe if they do like another random sale soon, I will probably pick one up because I can't help myself, but I really like this. So next, when it comes to a highlighter, this is going to be quite a surprising one because I haven't used it that many times, but I do really like it, and it is the W7 Very Vegan Highlighter Powder. And I again tested this out when I did like a full face of W7 makeup, and it's in the shade Nature's Glow. So it has got a really nice kind of powder, well, it's a powder highlighter, but a nice highlighter, and it was only £3-4 less than that, I believe. And you can pick up W7 in quite a few places, to be honest. You can go to a beauty outlet because they will have them there. You can go to, I think TK Maxx do W7, and a couple of other places do as well, but I really think this is quite an affordable highlighter. Like you saw what it can do here. And on my cheeks as well, like obviously the blush gives me a glow, but when it comes to a highlighter, that's what gives you the pop. So this is, yeah, it's looking really cute. Okay, and now we're going to go on to the eyeshadow. And I try a lot of like high street makeup because, well, when it comes to like eyeshadows and stuff like that, just because I'm not a high-end kind of gal, to be honest. So choosing what palette, I was a bit like here and there, and then I decided to just use my Beauty Bay Wilderness palette because it's technically a high street product, and so I wanted to just use this again, to be honest, because it is such a gorgeous palette. If you've not seen it before, it's pretty, very pretty. I'm a big fan of green, I'm a big fan of Beauty Bay, and their products are outstanding. So let's just pat this down because I think it might be a bit of a warm day today, and I'm not feeling that warm. Like I said, I'm going out, but I don't want it to be too crazy. So I'm gonna try and do something quite light today. I don't want to do anything like crazy heavy, but knowing me, we probably will. So I'm gonna start off with the shade Mint, which is just here. So it's a kind of like a pastel green, and I'm not a big fan of like pastel shades, but this will be a nice transition to kind of get the look going. And Beauty Bay are coming out with products again, like left, right and center. Their collaborations are kind of they're getting to the point where they're like Colourpop and Beauty Makeup Revolution, because they have a collaboration coming out like every couple of weeks, to be, well, Colourpop and Revolution are worse, but recently I know Beauty Bay came out with the collaboration from Jade from Little Mix. I know nothing about the band. I know of them because obviously when you go on social media a lot and you see things like that, obviously they will pop up, but I don't listen to their music. I know one song, I think, which is not a song that I would really listen to. But anyway, yeah, they did a collaboration with her. They come out with their Disney collection, which I really like. And yeah, just their own palettes as well. I think they came out with like this kind of gold tone palette, which looks amazing, like Golden Noir or something like that. It's golden something, but it was just stunning to look at. I haven't purchased it because I'm gonna hold off. But yeah, next we're gonna go in with Forest. If you're a Forrest Gump fan, you know that reference. Okay, so let's go in. It's like a darker green now, so I'm gonna put that like in my crease. So it's the first shade is like just still there but a bit faded, and just gonna tap that on. Don't think I've done a green look in a while. I say that, no, I did it like 2 videos ago. I can't remember what my memory is so bad. I'm like, oh yeah, green, I haven't done that in ages. I lied. I did like an autumnal green look, so today is also going to be a green look, which is totally fine. I know green is like, it's meant to be kind of like a summery look because it, you know, flowers and nature and stuff like that, but nature's still around in the winter and the autumn, so yeah, I'm just justifying it. But green again is just one of my favorite colors. So that was forest, and then now I'm going to take a smaller brush, just a kind of darker tone, and I'm going to take eucalyptus just here, which is one of my favorite words ever. I think I said that last time. I don't know why. It's just it just sounds like, yeah, it's a nice word, and it's food for koala bears, so eucalyptus tree and things like that. I don't know what I'm saying. I've had a good night's sleep, but I'm just rambling for the sake of it. So you can see that it's a very like buildable palette. There's a nice selection of shades. Like I said, you've got blues and greens, and you've got red tones as well. The red tones are very nice. I think the shade Poppy is not as kind of pigmented as you would really hope when it comes to like a bright red. It's a very orange tone, but it's still quite, it's nice, but it's not my favorite shade out of the palette or that Beauty Bay have ever really done. So yeah, as I mentioned, I'm doing a very simple look today, and that is quite as simple as you can get. So I'm going to finish off with a shimmer, and we are going to go in with, I think, Moss, which is this one just here. I have used this palette a few times, so I kind of have a feel of how some of them work. I'm going to use a setting spray because why not? Give it a bit more oomph. And we are going to just put that on the lid really, and just, yes. I think this palette was maybe £15 or potentially less than that. Like Beauty Bay are very affordable, very worth the money. I mean, how many shades are in this? 18? No, 20. I don't know why 18 came in my mind, but yeah, 20 shades, and it's like not even £20, and the shades are insane. Like, these shimmers are just groundbreaking. Like, I'm not even being dramatic, but they are really, like, if you want pigment, if you want outstanding shimmers, these are it. Like, these shimmers are, yeah, they're great. So I'm just gonna blend this out a bit just so it's not like fixed. Use this kind of sponge because I've got these, my sister bought me brushes like the Huda, there's like a little Huda Beauty set, and one of them is like a sponge. I never really use these sponges anymore, but I guess it might be good to use on a shimmer. So just gonna blend that all out. Perfect. And now we're going to go on my inner corner, and I think I'm going to go in with Fossil just here. I feel like it might be a pink tone shimmer, but I don't really care, so we're just going to put that here. Oh, okay, that's very cute. Okay. All right, perfect. I'm not going to add anything on my lower lash line today, just because we're good with this. So now I'm going to go on to an eyeshadow. No, what am I talking about? I'm not. I'm going to mascara. I feel actually, should I go in? I've got like an eyeliner by Beauty Bay as well, but it's kind of like a grey tone gold. Let's add a little bit. It's in the shade, I think it's called like Antique. Yeah, I think I remember the weirdest things. Like it's in the shade Antique. So I'm going to add just a bit on my lower lash line, and these are, I think, about £3 or £4 for these, and they're very, very pigmented. I'm only using a tiny amount because I don't want to go too heavy. Okay, kind of feel like I'm going on a night out when I'm not. It's like first thing in the morning, and I feel like I'm all glammed and ready to go. Okay, so yeah, with mascara, just really nice and simple. Lash Princess by Essence. I got this at Wilkinson's, and I think this is like it's not a waterproof one, because I think the green one is waterproof, because when I've used this a few times it isn't, yeah, it's not very waterproof, but it's still nice and quite volumizing, and it's very cheap as well. Wilkinson's have Essence, and they have, was it Technic Makeup and Body Collection, which some of their products are okay for very affordable prices. So Essence, I always go in there just to see what they have, because weirdly enough I went in there the other day and they had some of their new eyeshadow palettes, which I picked up one which was really nice. So I reviewed the palette about a week ago, so check that out on my channel if you want to see what it's like. So very nice. And now we're going to finish on the lips. I have 3 choices, but I'm not sure what I want to go in with. So one of them is a lip gloss by Revolution, and it's the Joker, part of their DC collaboration. It's like the Joker one, but this is not a lip gloss. It dries down matte. And then we also have a velvet matte lipstick by MUA Makeup Academy in the shade Firecracker. And then the last one is Lolita by KVD Vegan. I kind of feel like going in with the MUA one today because I haven't used it in so long, and I will be back. Okay, I'm back, and this is my finished look. And yeah, I forgot to mention that MUA lipstick is about £2.50 or £3 when it comes to their liquid lipsticks. But yeah, I am really loving today's look. I do feel like I'm going for a night out somewhere, even though it's just daytime. But yeah, everything is really affordable. The prices are very reasonable when it comes to kind of everything. I think the most expensive thing was probably the foundation, which is about £15, and actually the same with the palette as well. But when it comes to the palette, you get 20 shades, and then with the foundation you do get a lot of product as well. Let me know what your favorite high street product is at the moment. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias, because I'm always active on there, and you get to see what I'm up to on the daily, I guess, if you're intrigued. And yeah, I hope you're doing really well. I hope you're healthy, happy, and you're safe, and I hope to see you very soon. Bye.